How do you
with a
spell
G.
that?
G-L-E-N-D-A.
What's your last name? They're gonna want to see who we
She
interviewed.
just looked up Rose.
Okay. R-O-W-E?
R-O-W.
Okay.
Oh, right on. My aunt has one as well. She spelled it R-O-E.
You guys can go first.
Okay.
So.
It's really easy. Our first question is, what are some of your cultural cultural interests? Yeah. Or cultural, anything of background or religion or...
I'm black. Black History Month.
I feel like that is just like right there.
Huh?
Yes. African American, honey. It's Black History Month. She's correct.
No, not last month.
Okay, last month was February. Was sorry, my bad.
February was
March
Black
5th already.
I was born in Black History Month.
Anything that you like culturally do with your family or anything?
We have every year what we call getting to meet our new family members.
Oh, cool.
Okay, so we have a dinner for all the newcomers that like just got married and stuff.
Culture or no?
That's
Her culture. That's something that they do every year in their family.
Yeah.
That wouldn't.
No, well, it's not really the family reunion because when the family reunion happens, there's like 50 million of us on site.
No, I hear ya.
And usually when we have this thingy, it's like maybe 20, 30 people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's actually that's a good thing to do. I mean, I think I do that unexpectedly, knowing
Yeah.
we're doing it.
Well,
But yeah.
the reason we did it is because we were having family members starting to date family members.
Right on. Through marriages. Oh my God. That's funny.
So we
Yeah, there you
Like
go.
this is your cousin. She's off on the
Yeah.
Don't worry, I have like a second, third cousin down the line hit on me one time, and I'm like, dude, we may not be blood related, but I don't think so. Okay, second question. What social norms do you have? Yeah, like, do you lean more towards staying with your family's cultures and backgrounds and hanging more out with people like that, or do you have your own norms that you follow, or do you
am
go out
alone.
partying? You're a loner? Okay.
I deal with my family on a long-handled phone.
There you go. I think everybody tends to do that. Okay. Third question.
Don't get me wrong, I love my family.
Exactly, but if
I
they
don't
say-
like for my family to get in my business, and they will. And when I say get in your business,
Oh,
They
like
will
they
go
want
down
to
there. You have that
they
one
want
in
to know
your
like what
family
you
that
eat.
digs so deep that you just,
I'm telling you, my sister is the beagle of the family. She wants to know everything from the time you get up until you go to sleep. If you don't tell her what color underwear you got on, she's getting.
That's just like my grandma and my uncle. Like something will happen, they'll call me like, "Hey, did this happen?" Like, "Look, man, I'm not gonna say nothing. You
Yeah.
talk to the source if you want to hear."
all right, third question. What are some of your personal values that you, like one person said honesty is like one of their most valuable things that they have. Just being treated with respect, honesty.
It's not so much. Well, honesty is a big thing. But keeping your word.
There you go.
You know, if you're going to tell me you're going to do something and then you bone out,
There you go. Yeah, that's a,
you could have lied and just said, oh, no.
yeah. This last question kind of ties all of them together. Do you feel that mass media, like papers, news things, like, I don't know, cosmopolitan and stuff. Do you think that mass media has an effect on your values, your norms, your culture?
I think mass media has an effect on everybody's values.
There you go. That's what.
Because basically they portrayed all the values. You know, you ain't supposed to be promoting teenage sex.
Yep.
What do you see on TV?
Teenage
Like
sex.
Jersey Shore.
Sure. What's the draw?
You know, and then what is it? What is the one with the little teenage women who run? Yeah, 16 pregnant.
Oh yeah, I hear ya.
Oh,
Because I have a 15-year-old niece that just had a baby, and I just
Basically, you need to sign up for it if you become pregnant, when you're like 15, 16, 17, and NCBQ decides they want to start on a show and follows you through your pregnancy, through the birth, and about 2 months after you get
And they get paid for it. Too.
yeah.
Yeah, that would be the only reason I'd want to do that, because I'd get extra money.
But they're pretty much in the right like every age.
But and I mean, but you're on TV screen, so when you go to shit, they go to shit.
Yeah.
They don't know.
They're gonna be resting. They're gonna be resting with the
Thank you so much. Yeah, just like go find 3 people that you don't know, you know.
Yeah, by the way, you want like 10 minutes to come up with the questions. Like,
Yeah, we're like, okay.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Nice meeting you.
All right,
I'll catch up with you guys in a minute.
Okay.
So mine are a little bit different.
Okay.
Mine are a little bit more on social issues and people that.
Okay.
Mine.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Here's the questions. How do you feel about the topic of homosexuality? Has that
Leave her alone. She's already talked to him once today.
how do you feel about the topic of homosexuality? And do you think that the media has affected it and made it become socially acceptable?
Truthfully, yes.
Okay. What are your views on it?
My view is to each its own. Because you don't have to answer to me, you got to answer to him.
Yeah, that's what I tell people all the time. Yeah, so I tell people all the
You know,
time.
just to look, don't try and rub it off on me, and I won't try and rub off on you.
That's my views on it. Like I said, even my roommate is. I'm like, dude, I don't care as long as you don't try to.
My daughter.
Oh, shit.
She's got a daughter and a girlfriend.
Well, as long as I don't know if there's a problem with that. I think it's as long as they explain it to the kid, like when they, kid becomes old and stuff. But second one's on a big issue that I debate on a lot. Do you feel abortion has been affected by the media, and has the media flooded this topic so much that it's become acceptable for people to do it? Like, do you think?
Actually, I think that they have made it to where it's too confusing.
What do you mean?
Because God didn't say every baby that came in the world, every woman that got pregnant had to have a baby. He didn't say that.
No, he didn't.
No.
No, he didn't.
And then on top of all of that, so what do you do with the women who What do you do with the women who've been molested?
Or can't support them, like if they have like the guy leaves or something.
What do you do with that person whose body physically cannot handle them being pregnant? What do you do? You tell all of these people they can't have it, so that their life doesn't matter. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
So I just on that one, I think it should be left to the individual
Yeah.
to decide. And I don't think it's the government's business. I don't think it's the media's business.
Okay.
And I think everybody else should just get them some business.
No, good point. And my other question is that, I'm also a churchgoer, but I've noticed from a lot of people that atheism is on the rise. A lot of people are believing in it. Do you think that that has become acceptable?
I think they are pushing Christ out and pushing atheism down our throats.
Okay.
Because everything we didn't ask them to accept we didn't say you had to accept our religion.
No, we don't. But they're essentially that's what they're doing to us.
But they're saying we can't teach our religion in school. They're saying that we can't have prayer at a baseball game. You know, we didn't force our opinion on you. Why should you guys be able to force your opinion on us?
Exactly. I agree with that too. I got one more that I'm going to ask, and then just another one that it's not going to go on there pretty here.
I'm just trying to get some of this stuff.
No, that's fine.
Get ready to go to class.
That's the best dictionary. I love that dictionary.
I hate that dictionary. I done dropped that joker on my foot about 5 times.
I have heard. Do you feel that, I don't know if you were raised by your parents or if you were raised by...
I was raised with my mother and father.
Okay. Do you feel that their beliefs have affected, like, your belief structure and what you think is socially normal or not?
Their beliefs have affected my beliefs, but I had to learn to decipher from them my own meaning of it.
Okay. So in other words, like you got your like base set from them, and then you kind of saw how you saw to apply it. The other question is, this isn't on here, so this one has nothing to do with it. But this is just a friend of mine. We talk a lot about a topic. We debate about racism a lot, and he's telling me he's Chinese. I don't know what business he has telling me this, but he was telling me that the term. I figured I'd go straight to what an ask. That they're saying that a lot of African Americans are offended by the term African Americans and prefer to be called blacks. Is that true? Or?
Okay. Now, there's a lot of people who are offended by being called Afro-American. Because the shape of our hair. You know what I mean? Because that's an afro.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Okay?
I was just watching an old episode of Oprah. She had one.
Yeah. See, that's an afro. But we're Americans.
Oh, yeah.
First more.
Yeah.
You understand? We didn't ask to come here, but we're here and we're staying. So we're Americans. Okay?
Good point.
Not Afro-Americans, not Black Americans, not white Americans. We're Americans.
Just like anybody else, really.
And I think there should be no label.
There shouldn't be at all.
Are you, when they put it on the paper, are you American? You should just say, hey, I'm American.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter the color of my skin, the size shoe I wear. It shouldn't matter. You know?
I completely agree.
That's me.
You have a good day.
You too.
Thank you. Oh, thank you, by the way.
Oh, you're welcome.